Hello folks and welcome back to another lesson. We've got a Pearl Jam one. I haven't done a Pearl Jam one for a while. And this is Hard to Imagine for this lovely Patreon, Richard aka Bladeheart. He's been wanting this for a while, so here it is. In terms of tone, I'm using this lovely single cut from Heritage H150 Custom Core, baby. And I think on the original version, you can just get away with playing a clean amp type sound. But I'm going to use the Cattle and Bread Tribute. The settings are all at 12 o'clock. Which is more akin to what Stone uses when he plays it live, so I'm going to go with that. Now the main riff is this. 3, 4... Alright, repeated around. He does subtly different things nearly every time, but the main riff is going to be, you start off with just nothing, right? Like a G. But you're only playing the open second, third and fourth string. Okay? And you do that with an upstroke. So it's 3, 4. Okay? So then you go to an A chord. Try and let the A string drone out as much as you can, right? And then you're going to play this. 2 on the 2nd fret, while you're still holding that shape. And you do a little hammer on and pull off. 2, 3, 2. Pick the 3rd note. And at that point, you're going to abandon the chord. But no, you can still hear the open A, right? And you're going to do a grace note slide from the 3rd to the 5th. So it's... Then I change fingers, 1st fret. And then you're going to do a load of hammer-ons and pull-offs. And a slide, actually. So it's hammer-on, pull-off. Slide down to the 2nd fret and then hammer onto the 3rd and pull off the rest. Okay, and then the second part is... Okay, just pretty straightforward. So, that whole thing, slowly. 3, 4... Okay, and then around again. So it's quite soft, that part as well. So try and put as much feel into it as you can. By playing the notes, louder and softer as you go through it. That's the first part, okay? Now, the second fill would be... And you just leave that ring out for basically 3 16th notes. So 1, 2, 3. Before you go back to that. So you'd count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then into this. You don't play the part, you just play. Another slight variation, and then the next part is... And then you're into the chorus part, right? So that lead in to the chorus part, we'll spend a bit of time, and it goes... That's the same, you're just leaving that ring out. Then you do another grace note slide from the 5th to the 7th. And you're back to the 5th fret for the 2nd bar, right? The first beat of the 2nd bar. So that again. 2, 3, and then you've got that wonderful little lick. 3 there, and then the open G. And then you're into the next part. So that whole bit through. Now, I go to that with my second finger there for a good reason, and that's because the next part is this. And around. Now this goes into 6/4 or a bar of 4/4 and a bar of 2/4. So you're going to play. That's pretty straightforward, right? It's just 2, 1, 0 with that same arpeggiation. And then a C chord, okay, which rings out for a full beat and then 1/16 note. And then you go back into that again, and then it cycles round. So what I would do is play and then count 1, 2 as soon as I hit the C chord. You come straight in with that little fill again, okay? That plays around 3 times. The 4th time you'll play. And then back around, right? So you're just going to hang on the C chord. And then back in, okay? And then it's back into 4/4. One other verse fill worth mentioning is this. So that's the same up until this point. With just that little rundown. Last part is just this outro section, which is essentially an A to a G. Which is brilliant. Eddie's vocals over this are just lovely. But you'll hear one guitar playing that. And Stone, I think, goes to the root, but he keeps the A shape for the first like beat and a half, and then changes. Okay, so the whole part would be 3, 4. So you're going to play. So normal, just my first finger there for the first beat, and then you let this next one ring out for 2 beats. And then down, up. And then, so down, up, down, change, okay? And then another down, up at the end, right? So, slowly. And you don't even have to use your first finger there. You can just use, the natural muting of your first finger when you do the G chord. Okay. Then over the top, you just got this lead part. And back around. So you're playing this 3 times. I think this is slid up as well. You could slide up here. Up to the 12th fret if you want. Play that 3 times. On the 4th time you play the 5th fret. The rest is the same. that is it. You're done, people. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks again.